Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Alright, I know I'm early. I don't give a fuck. Oh, chapter 1060. Let me fix the mic. Oh, camera, light change. There we go. Sorry, should have did this earlier. Alright, so, new chapter. Excuse me. Are we gonna get more horror stuff? Am I gonna cry again? What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Okay. So, what were my predictions last time? Oh, we were gonna get the name of the kingdom from 900 years ago that Clover left behind. That was my main prediction. Punk Records. Ooh, chapter 1067. The cover page is Caesar the Clown yelling at Vince Smoke. I forgot who you are again. Judge versus Caesar? Nice. Thank you to the scanners. Notes. So you can listen to the film Red SBS by using an app called Secondary Audio Screening at any theater. I rejected it, but as a Blu-ray special feature, lol. Elichiro Oda. Here we go. Jewelry Bonnie. Nope, I hit the wrong button. What happened to your head? It used to be a massive light bulb. A most curious head. It was getting a tad too long, so I cut it out. We're not talking about hair here. Boop boop. He's got the apple on his head. As I recall, real head. As I recall, I was almost as tall as a giant when I met you. I heard rumors about it being big, but it was like a air balloon. Well, that's because I ate the brain fruit. Ouch! Japanese, he gets his tongue tied trying to say the fruit's name, Nami Nami no Mi. Oh, so he ate a brain fruit? And that's why his genius is so incredible? Pardon me. I bit my tongue. I meant to say I'm a brainy human because I ate a fruit, the brain fruit. It allows me to memorize unlimited amount of knowledge, and it makes my brain grow in size accordingly. Ah, so that's why he had it. It's not a race thing. Fujiro Kujo just has a giant head. We just don't know why. Having a limited data bank is a handy ability for a born genius like me. I have a large brain. Now I have the largest brain in the world, and it continues to grow. Punk! Woohoo! Still? Did you put it somewhere? Luffy in the background. That's awesome. You got tons of medical knowledge too. Dr. Vegapunk, naturally. Wow! Chopper fanboy out. Does that mean you're dumb now, old guy? Because you cut your brain out? Don't write off a genius, you rascal. Poof. See this apple here? It's an antenna. Oh. Punk Records. Take a gander at the top of the island. Notice how it says Punk Records? Under the giant egg, that's where the hangar where I keep my brain. What? Isn't that way too big? There's no harm in me being away from it, since my antenna can pick up the brainwaves. Boink boink. So that's his entire brain? So Egghead is actually just his brain. You met a little girl earlier who called herself Vegapunk, right? That's one of my clones. There are 6 on the island. You're a ninja? Each one is a facet of myself, and an expert to keep the key field of study. You get my full part. You get my full personality if you combine them, but they can get 6 times the work done apart. What the? Wrath, Atlas, Edison, Shaka, Lilith, Pythagoras, and York. Each of them connects to the punk records once a day to synchronize their memories and knowledge. Since the dispositions and responsibilities are so different, the wealth of their experience is that much greater. Hmm? Luffy, you all share the same brain? Jinbei, I find it difficult to wrap my head around that. Just think of it as sharing the same library. If only I could let everyone in the world connect to my brain, all of humanity would have access to my knowledge. Is that foreshadowing something? Then, the population of the world went on to update punk records themselves. It'll create a sea of information that'll surpass what my brain can accomplish alone. Humanity would share one mind. So I'd be able to study medicine from all over the world naturally. Woohoo! Chopper, fanboying off. But if you let everyone share their conflicting ideologies, wouldn't all that basis lead to one trouble? You sure are a sharp one, Knight of the Sea. But science would never progress if you spent all day worrying about stuff like that. What's the problem, Vegapunk? Clink. You shrug off sacrifices in the name of progress. That's why my dad's been turned into a heartless weapon. She pops out a weapon, a light beam. Oh, the lightsaber. Ooh, stop it, Bonnie! That beam saber is defective! Give it a rest. I know it cuts well enough. I tested it earlier. Turn my dad back to normal. Even if you think about saying no, don't be hasty, Bonnie. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies. Hit the off switch, Bonnie. Bling! That beam attracts ludicrous number of bugs, huh? Here comes bugs. Bzz. Ah! Bzz. Crackle, crackle. Check it out, Bonnie. A giant stag beetle. You're foaming at the mouth. A reference to like Piranha. This isn't the time for beetles, Luffy. Look at her. She fainted. Ah, that makes perfect sense. Of course, Bonnie wants me dead. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. Speaking of which, you guys were recently in Wano, correct? You wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon, you wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon just like Kaido really appeared there. Oh, you're talking about Momo? I suppose he ate the defective fruit I left on Punk Hazard. Oh, we're getting the fruit. We're getting more backstory on the fruit. Why it's defective? Defective? What do you mean? The artificial devil fruit I synthesized. I made it after 20 years of researching Kaido's lineage factor. It cost countless researches, but I couldn't get it quite right. Oh, that's why he's the same as Kaido. Oh. Oh, so that's why he's the same as Kaido, but it worked just out fine. He can spit fire, and he's super strong, and he's a guardian deity of Wano now. You really made that? Awesome. And his color? Pink. Drat! You see another momental failure. What's wrong with that? I get it. He's a genius and a perfectionist. So the only defective thing is that it's pink. He recreated a devil fruit, so he broke the taboo law of having two devil fruits simultaneously living together. What about this robot? You made it too, right? Old man, make it move. I'm afraid you're mistaken. This is one of the legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Marijois about 200 years ago. 200 years ago? Yes, but it was built over 900 years ago. What? No way. SSG. Its objective remains unknown. I heard it ran out of power before it could cause any casualties. Either way, I'm sure the scientists of the time were absolutely flabbergasted. Such advanced technology seemed totally alien to them. None of them could tell where it came from or what it was trying to do. It seems the world government ordered its destruction, but the scientists of the time couldn't help their curiosity. Jinbei. That's why they hid it here, to be passed down without the government's knowledge. Dun dun dun. Good job on finding this place. For the town, the entrance should be like a wall. We just stumbled here since we're all old and senile. Yeah, we were playing and lost. Oh, that's a shame. 200 years ago, around the time, the fishermen's rights movement started to gain ground. So you're saying that robot climbed the red line? Most likely. Ah, so this might be a reference to chapter 620. Hold on real quick. Oh, okay. I'm opening it up on my phone, 620. Hold on. Gotta love the loading screens. Well, how could this happen? Hmm. I'm trying to see where. Oh, here we go. Flashback with Nami. Don't die, bother me. Bother me. Oh, okay. Here we go. He always admired it. I'm not saying this because I wanted to forgive Nami. Arlong really hated humans. He went way too far. But when we were children, we envied the humans and how they lived. Until 200 years ago, fishermen and mermaids were categorized as fish rather than people. When the kingdom of Ryogu joined the world government 200 years ago, we made peace with the humans, and the king was allowed to join the Reveries World Council. But the humans continued to hate the fishmen. Worst of all was when the great age of pirates began. Human pirates wreaked havoc on this island. I remember it like it was yesterday. The late Whitebeard was our savior. On Fishman Island, two people tried to change tragic course of history. One of them was Queen Otahome. She tried to convince the other people she was Shiroshi's mother, and the other was Fisher Tiger. Hero, yeah, okay. So let me start going to the Fisher Tiger backstory. Okay. So a reference to the 200 years ago. So this may be how the fish people did it. I created Vega Force 01 based on what I learned from it. But I lacked the scientific prowess to reverse engineer every aspect of it. It's difficult to believe that this mechanized soldier was made over 900 years ago. Frankie, this is something even you couldn't recreate. Its power source. In the past, they had a power source that could append the modern ideas of what is even possible. Nami. Well, at any rate, it's good to know that Luffy and the others are okay. Who's the girl, though? That's Jewelry Bonnie. Usopp and Usopp. That's Jewelry Bonnie. She's a pirate. I thought she was the one we saw from before. I thought she was a little girl. And the way Vegapunk's head works is crazy. I truly did a terrible thing to Bonnie. Yeah. Back to Vegapunk with the apple. Yeah, you should get down here I beg for her to forgive you, old man. You young dolt, like you know anything about it. There's something I have to give her. What do you have to give her? Regardless, I feel like fate brought you here today, Straw Hat Luffy. Please, can you take me away from Egghead? Huh? Ah! This is Cypher Port. We're requesting entry into Egghead Port. What poorly trained pets? Is that Kuma? Or is that Serafina Kuma? Reports indicate that Jeweler Bonnie was spotted making her way here too. That pest keeps slipping away from us. She served her purpose. Let us terminate her on sight. Rob Lucic. And his mask. Shaka, there's a government ship. It'll be bad if they found us harboring pirates. What does CP0 want with us? And why did they bring Rob Lucic? I say we just hand this riffraff over. After all, that Lucci fellow is an assassin, right? What? Rob Lucci? Hey, hurry up and give us our legs back. No, that guy's still around. You can't let him in. Don't worry, Robin John. I'll protect you no matter how many times he comes back. Tell them to hand over the Seraphim and leave. We're declining their request to dock. And our agents of the world government will respond well to that, so prepare for battle. Huh? Kamabaka, Kingdom, Grand Line. Dragon-san! Kuma-san's acting weird! Kuma-san, wait. We're trying to repair you. Kuma-san. What's wrong? He's being controlled by the Navy. Kuma-san, what are you doing? You're in no state to be moving like that. You're still not yourself. What's with him? I don't know. Kuma, come back. And he starts running off, falling. Talk to us, Kuma. Where did you want to go back so bad to? Break next week. Stay with us. We're not done fighting back. The Revolution Army is just getting started. A mad dash to where? One Piece end. So, are the revolutionaries coming to Elbaf? Are we going to have a precursor war to Elbaf? Where the revolutionaries and pirates meet? And then we go to Shanks and Blackbeard joining us for the last road poneglyph. At the end of that, which would be another war, which would bring in the world government and all the allied kingdoms. Oh, look at these color spread. And then we'll be at the One Piece. I am excited to see the matchup again of CP0. Zoro and Brook are the ones outside. Last time they didn't have Brook when they fought, so would it be Kaku fighting Brook and Zoro instead of Zoro and Usopp? And this time you actually have two swordsmen fighting a giraffe. And then Rob Lucci is definitely going to go after Frankie, Robin, and Luffy. Those are his three main targets from the last arc. So I could see it be Frankie and Robin fighting first and Luffy coming in later. Because Luffy's with Bonnie and Chopper or something, and things get tied off like that. I can see that. Kuma, in my head, is running to protect the last road poneglyph. No one but the Straw Hats, like in his order to protect the Straw Hats ship. Vegapunk knew that Luffy ate the Nika Nika no Mi. Because he probably didn't know he ate it until the reports started coming in that he had the rubber fruit. So he put two and two together, he ate it, dumbass. That is some crazy stuff. So we got the revolutionaries in this chapter, which is crazy, which is nice. The revolutionaries are, as I say, unknown yet, really. We only get a quick... Is that Perona right there? We only get a quick backstory of some of the members in there. Such as... Not even backstories, but, like, introductions to them. Such as Ivankov, Kuma, Sabo, Koala. We learned about Koala and the Fisher Tiger backstory, which started with oh, right there with the reference to 260. Oh my gosh, they're tying it back to 620 with the fucking Koala introduction too. Fisher Tiger's introduction. Something about 200 years because science is gonna come up, and then is it its power source? Is that when? Oh, is that when it died in its devil fruit? The Sun God Nika devil fruit was reincarnated at Mary Joie, and then they lost it. Or is that when they renamed it? Hold on. When did they rename that fruit? Scroll through hundreds chapters all the way to one now. Where's the awakening? What chapter is that? See, I can't remember the names of the chapters off the top of my head. Yeah, but this is still Sanji fighting right there, so no, we're good. Kid, Law fighting Big Mom, yep. Punk Damned, where are we? We're still in the Kid and Big Mom. Was that before or after Luffy's fight? I have come to join the fight at your side, yep, so Zunisha just showed up. Izo's death. Take it back a long time ago. Oh, you're still in Gear 4th, Luffy. Yep. CP0 is about to die. Thunder Bagua. And then Kaido, sad face. No, not again. I just want to hear what the world government says next. Here we go. Chapter... Oh my god, I lost it. 1044. Drums of Liberation. Let's see, so... Green Kaido... Like the outcome to eliminate the barrels. We attempt to recover the Gum Gum fruit. In every era, the world government has attempted to recover the Gum Gum fruit, and not once has it ever succeeded for 800 years. Sanganika possesses powers, bringing fantasy liberation, bring his rubber body together. So, my guess is somebody 200 years ago had the Sanganika fruit, and because it says they were talking about the warrior of liberation, also known as Sanganika. Awakening brings its rubber body greater physical strength, freedom. It said that there's no more power, ridiculous. So, when the fisherman talked about it before and why it just stopped, Sanganika could have just stopped. He could have died and gave it his last breath. And then the fruit evaded them again. So Luffy might be able to get in there and waken it. Dum 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 dum. Dr. Vega Punk Einstein. So the whole island is like his fucking brain. That is crazy. What were the color spreads again? Excuse me. Oh, the cover with Judge and Caesar. Fucking Caesar's laugh. Oh, and then the one with all the Vegas. The Vega Force. Vega Force, come at you. I don't know what I'm doing. But thank you all for tuning in. My predictions. We're going to see a fight. It's going to be more.